Okay, so who is this person?
Martin Luther King Jr.
Okay, fix your screen properly, your computer, so that your face is fully on the on the screen. Right now, it's facing up. No, just the computer. Do not touch anything, Letty. Just the screen itself. Make it look. Or can you call mommy, please, so that she can help you? Yeah,
There we
like
go.
that. Yeah, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
And Daddy,
Yeah.
guess what movie's out before we start class?
No, no, no. We can't go to a movie. Let's go back to Martin Luther. So let's start the class. We don't have much time. We just need to stay in class on time so that you can go to bed on time as well. Okay? So, yes, let's talk about Martin Luther King Jr. Tell me who he is.
So Martin Luther King Jr. said was doing so many good speeches,
Okay?
and he named one "I Have a Dream."
Okay. Oh, tell me more.
The speech was called "I Had a Dream," and the speech was about that how black people get treated from white people. Like
Mm-hmm.
when like when they go to different to separated schools
Okay. Can you
and the
focus?
white people.
Well, let's see. Don't do anything. Just focus on the camera. Don't play around with anything so that I can see you that you're concentrating. Please go ahead.
So uh that how black people get treated with white people, like when they go to separated schools, get treated by so many people, like with by white bus drivers, white restaurant services, and everything. So Martin Luther King Jr. decided to fight only with words for a speech. And how many speeches he made was two was 2,500,000 speeches, and has been in prison 30 times, but he still hasn't gave up. But since he made that much speeches, he won an award for that much speeches. But before he but after that, in the age of 31, he died by a villain. And that is all about and that is all why we always celebrate King I mean Martin Luther King Jr. Day every year.
What's the date?
The 20th.
Okay, can you please answer properly? What is Martin Luther Jr. Day?
We
What's the date?
celebrate it every day.
What day is it? What day is Martin Luther Day?
On the 25th of January.
So what's the day today?
It's the 20th of January.
That is Martin Luther Jr. Day. Okay?
It's Martin Luther King Jr.
Okay, Martin Luther King Jr.
King Jr.
Okay, thanks for correcting. All right, so
There's also a video about him that we could learn about.
okay, so I'm just gonna sum it up and then we'll play the video together so that we can talk about it, okay? It's a very good thing that you bring this up, Mulezi. There are a lot of things that people are doing in life and that other people have done. So Martin Luther King Jr. is a perfect example that he was both inspiring, he was very educational, and he was also a fostering person. So, as we talk about Martin Luther Jr., we need to kind of have an understanding of what he stood for. He stood for equality, for justice. Above all, he was different from everybody else because he was non-violent. Do you know what non-violence means?
Means you're not violent and not bullying
That is
people.
correct. And he wanted equality. Do you know what equality means?
No, I don't.
Equality means everybody's at the same pace. Everybody's on the same stage. Nobody's better than the other. Nobody says, "Oh, I'm black, I'm better. Oh, I'm white. Oh, I am Inuk. I'm better than blacks. I'm better than." So Martin Luther Jr. wanted everybody to be the same. That okay, we are all human beings. We are all together the same. He wanted justice. Justice means that nobody should be persecuted without any wrongdoing just because of the color of their skins. As you correctly say, there were students who were going to schools during that time. Blacks would go to black segregated schooling systems, meaning that they could only go to schools with blacks alone and whites with whites alone. Yes, yes, you have your hand up.
Yes, so like they went to separated schools that black people went to colored school and white people went to white school.
That is correct. So Martin Luther King did not like that because he wanted all the kids to play together. Look at you when you go to Joamie. You see how good it is, how beautiful it is. Everybody in the same place, the same class is the same. Your teacher loves you the same as the other students. Your teacher does not only love this kind of
Your
students.
daughter?
She loves everyone. When in class, she's everybody's teacher. Yes, at home, she loves her daughter, that's a child. But in class, she treats everybody the same. Does she give favoritism?
No.
You see? So this is what, so next time you talk to your teacher tomorrow, tell her that what she is doing, she's doing what Martin Luther King Jr. wanted, that everybody should be treated the same. So you have to thank her for treating everybody the same, okay?
Yeah, but we had a different teacher.
Um,
Sometimes when she's not feeling well or her son is not feeling well, we have a different teacher, and every time at the end of the day, we get a golden ticket.
yeah, I'm just saying when your teacher, when she comes back, tell her that you appreciate her, you love her, because Martin Luther King Jr. wanted people like her to be in charge who treat everybody the same. You know, she treats all the students the same. You should say thank you for treating us the same, for treating us with love, for teaching us and being inspiring, being loving, because Martin Luther King Jr. wanted people like her to be in charge. Okay? So that is how Martin Luther King can be celebrated. Also, celebrate your teacher who shows love to all his students the same. Okay, Papa?
Okay.
So that's how you could also celebrate with your teacher. When she comes back, tell her that. Tell her about Martin Luther King and also celebrate with her. But now, who was Martin
Martin
Luther King?
G.
So I'm gonna look for the video here.
You search for Martin Luther King Jr. kids.
Okay.
Daddy,
Yes, Papa.
also the remote in that room over there, in the living room. The battery's low. We need more big batteries.
Oh, okay.
We only have a bucket of small of them, of small batteries. They
Okay.
won't fit.
All right. So let's proceed with our class here. Before we look, we watch the video together. I just want to tell you that Martin Luther King was a kind and brave man who worked to make
Very hard.
who worked hard to make the world a better place. How he wanted a world that is fair for everyone. He wanted a world that was peaceful. He didn't want people being hurt, people being violently persecuted for crimes which they did not commit just because of the color of their skin. So he believed that everyone, no matter the color of their skin, should be treated equally and with respect. A long time ago, in some parts of the United States, laws were unfair. People with dark skin were not allowed to sit in certain places. People like you and me, we were not allowed to sit in certain places. Okay? So to
Yeah.
go to certain schools, yes,
Like when we go to a restaurant that it has a white and it has a white payer, like the one who gives the food. Like if every but if like everyone is in the restaurant that's white and everyone has all the seats, where are we gonna sit?
so um going to the restaurant, if the restaurant is full, we can't go in if the restaurant is full. But however, if the restaurant is empty and they would say no, there are no seats for you, that is the problem. That means that they don't want you to sit in the restaurant. So it doesn't matter whether the seats are occupied by white people. It doesn't matter whether the seats are occupied by brown people. It doesn't matter. So the thing with Martin Luther King Jr. again, so he in the United States, laws were very, very unfair. So he wanted everybody to be treated equally and with respect. So people with dark skins were not allowed to go to different places. They were not allowed to sit in certain places or even in the park. They were not even allowed to sit at certain seats on the bus. They were supposed to sit right at the back of the bus. That's where only black people used to sit. So they were not allowed to all the schools. They could only go to certain schools. I think we've already covered that. They were not allowed to even drink the same water from the same fountains as any other people. So there were fountains for blacks and
Black
fountains,
people,
yes, for black people, and the fountain for white people only.
white people.
Okay? So they used to say colored folk and white because colored included black, Indian, Chinese, all the other races. So it was only not only black alone. So colored meant a lot of other people who were non-white. So only white people had their own privileged utensils and places, and every other person.
-10 to -17 and a wind speed of 5.
So sorry about that. So every other person that would use the fountain segregated to them. So Martin Luther King Jr. wanted to change these unfair laws, but he believed doing it peacefully. He gave powerful speeches, like you said. He led marches. He asked people to treat each other with kindness and to make the world better for everyone. One of the most famous speeches, one of the
Was
most
called
specific,
I Have a Dream.
I Have a Dream speech. Okay, when he shared his dream that one day all children should be treated should be treated equally and could play and live together in harmony. Martin Luther's dream was your class. He dreamed about a day he would see a classroom like yours, Muletsi. So guess what? When you're in class living with everyone else, you are living Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream. Remember, his dream called for all the children to play together. Look at your class. You have different people from different races. So basically, your class is Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream. So you can write a big poster and say, my class is Martin Luther King
Luther
Jr.'s
King Jr.
dream. Okay?
Okay.
You can go to class and write a big poster and put it in front of everybody that say, what are you saying? What do you say?
My
My, yes, I'm listening. My class.
oh my class.
Uh-huh. Continue. What about your class?
Like all the
Muletsi,
people.
Muletsi, my class is Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream. Okay? What is
Okay.
that?
My class is Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream.
Okay, so we're gonna write that down after this class in a book, and I want you to go at school and write a big poster, okay?
Okay.
And ask for a big poster and not and then write that and then put it on and let me finish here, let's see, and then we can talk. Okay, I will give you the time. Let's just finish. I'm just gonna finish describing so about Martin Luther King wanted a world that was better for everyone else, not for certain people, but for everyone. So on one of his most famous speeches that we've said, I have a dream. So it is where he shared his dream that children could live. He dreamed children, he had a dream of children playing together in harmony. So would like to thank Martin Luther King Jr. for his hard work. Many unfair laws have been changed.
Oh,
Many unfair laws
we
were
just got a new baby now. Someone's going in class.
Many unfair laws were changed, and he showed the world that love and peace are stronger than hate. Okay? What did he show the world?
Strong.
No, what he
It's
showed the
strength.
world that love and peace are stronger than hate. Okay, what did he show the world?
That love and peace are stronger than hate.
Than hate. Okay, so today we remember Martin Luther King Jr. as a hero who taught us important things about being fair. Also, he taught us the importance of fairness. kindness, and standing up for what is right. So, what dream do you have, Muletsi, to make a better place?
I wish that Black people will not be treated the way from white people for this place to become a better world.
Okay. So, have you ever been treated badly by other white people yourself?
Once I was in kindergarten, I was treated by a grade fiver that was white. So that's how.
How did they treat you bad?
Like pushing me around, picking on me, disturbing me.
Okay. So, was that person bullying you because you were Black, or they were just bullying you because they are bullies?
Bullying me because I'm Black and because of my last name
So, they were making fun of your last name
and my skin.
and your skin. Okay. Did you report that to the teacher?
Yes, I did.
Okay. To be honest with you, I know the incident that there was somebody who was bullying you. We heard about it and were notified, but I did not know that you were bullied because of your skin and because of your last name. So, how do you make a better place is when something like that happens, you have to tell your parents right away, Melissa. You don't deal with things in your hands because today I'm just learning that the person who was doing those things to you was making fun of your skin and your last name. I did not know that. And I'm really, really sorry to hear that. But when anything again like that happens, you have to report it directly to me and to mommy. Directly. We should not hear it from school. Nobody should be mistreated. Everybody is special. Okay? Do you hear me?
Okay.
Nobody should make, you should not treat anybody, you should not make fun of anyone because how they look on or how their name sounds, how their skin looks like.
Ceremony, get out! I'm in class. Stop ceremony.
Can you call mommy to take him, please, and close the door?
Ceremony, please stop. I'm in class.
Muletsi, can you call mommy to take him and close the door, please?
Just got a new baby. Do you remember ceremony?
I do not remember him.
Aluta's little brother.
So,
Okay, let's get back.
huh? Close the door, please.
It's closed.
Okay. So, I'm going to read the speech from Martin Luther King Jr. I'm going to recite it for you. It says, and you should learn it by heart. Okay? Muletsi, do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I have a dream that one day everybody, oh, sorry, let me start again. I have a dream that everyone will be treated equally, no matter the color of their skin. I have a dream that children of all colors, black, white, brown, will play together, go to school together, and grow up as friends. I have a dream that people will care about what's in your heart, not the way you look on the outside. I have a dream that the world will be filled with kindness, fairness, and no one will be judged because of the skin color. I have a dream that we will live together in peace, helping each other and treating each other with love and respect. I have a dream. That's an extract from Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech. I have a dream. So, do you have your book in front of you?
No?
Right. So get your book to write this.
The one with the Zoom code on it?
Yes, sir. Get your book that you always have to have in class. Are you there, Muleti? Are you there, Papa? Well, let's see. If you can't find the book, let us just finish up and then you have to write these things down.
Daddy, I can't find it.
Okay, let's finish our class and then you have to find the book. Always when you come to class, Papa, have your book ready, okay? Well, let's see. Can you sit down? Let us finish the class. Are you there?
Mm-hmm.
Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, yes, please. Let's be polite and let's have some manners. All right, so can you see the screen?
Yes.
Well, let's see. Can you see
Yes,
this?
please.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, please.
What's on the screen? Can you describe the screen, please? What's on the screen?
A video that says, I have the pleasure to present to you Dr. Dr. Martin Luther King.
Okay, let me just answer this and please stay on the phone, Melissa. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? Happy New Year. Do you mind if I call you? Do you mind if I give you a call back like in 5 minutes? Let me finish up here and then call you back. Okay. All righty. Okay. Okay, bye. All right.
To you, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Can you hear me, Letty? Melezi, can you hear?
I can, but it's too loud.
Yes, it's because your volume is loud, but let me see if I can reduce my volume here.
I am happy
How is it now?
to join
It's good.
today.
Okay, let's start it.
Start it over?
Okay, let's start it. Okay.
Martin Luther King Jr. I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Five score years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, The Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream. My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification. One day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is the faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day when all of God's children be able to sing with new meaning, my country, tears of thee. Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. And so let freedom ring. From the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire, let freedom ring. From the mighty mountains of New York, let freedom ring. From the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania, let freedom ring. From the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado, let freedom ring. From the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring, and when they happen, when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
an issue with your project management software? Let me guess. Multiple projects, multiple
Did you hear the speech?
Yes.
Okay. So our next activity, I want you to write down the words that we spoke about. So that's why it's very important to bring a notebook anytime we're in class. You should have a notebook right on the desk. Remember what you're going to write on your poster? My class is
Is
Martin
is
Luther
Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream.
King's dream. And you write, I have a dream. Okay? All right, Papa?
Okay.
And what else are you going to put on your poster?
That love,
Uh-huh.
kindness, peace is stronger than hate.
Yes, right at the bottom of your poster. So, Papa, we end our class today, and this was one of the best classes
Because
because,
I taught you about something amazing.
yes, you taught me about Martin Luther King Jr. You taught me about a lot of things. So we need from today onwards, if somebody is making fun of somebody because of the color of their skin, you have to stand up. How do you stand up? You go and report them to the teacher. You do not
You
have to face,
report.
you don't have to face a bully unless if the bully is beating up somebody, then you can push the bully down. Okay? Or you can hold the bully down, or you can even press them down or move them away, pull them away from somebody if they're hitting someone and go to the teachers right away. And you have to know when to do that. If somebody is bigger than you and you can't stop them, run to the teacher right away. If it's somebody of your age that you can hold and you can put them on a hold, and or you can push them down or you can punch them to move away so that you can pull the other person to safety, you can do that because that is called standing for those who are weak. It doesn't matter whether the person is white, brown, or whatever. Bullying is bullying. It should not be allowed. So you should stand up against bullying. How do you do so? By knowing how to defend yourself, by knowing when and how to help somebody who is in trouble. The first things first is to create an alarm. Alarm means make noise and
Wait,
call.
Mom's calling me.
Muletsi, let's finish. Muletsi, please, let's finish. Can you sit? Muletsi, can you stop and let's finish the class? So the thing that you need to do is to,
Oh, it's still in Daddy?
so
Okay.
you need to make sure that you report any things that happens. If somebody makes fun of you in class because of how you look, you need to report it and immediately tell your parents that this happened on the bus. This is how I was treated. Okay? Again, we learned about I have a dream.
A dream.
So make sure that your dreams, you write them down and always have a dream. If you're dreaming to be a doctor, write it down. I have a dream that one day I will be a doctor. I have a dream that one day I will be a fireman. Write those dreams down, okay? And then you can start working towards those dreams. Martin Luther King had a dream. Guess what? His dream is come through today. That's why your class is
Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream.
That's correct. Okay. So I want you when your teacher comes back, tell her you want a big chart on your art project. You want to write these words, and then you draw some hearts, some love, some students standing together, but write big words. My class is Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream.
Dream.
And you say love.
Love, kindness, peace is stronger than hate.
Than hate. Right at the bottom in big words. Okay? All right, Papa? Any questions? You had your hand up earlier on. What do you want to say?
I was saying that Mom was calling me.
Before, you wanted to say something before we watch the video. Is there anything else that you want to say?
I was about to say, can I go to the washroom?
Oh, our class is ending. We only have so much time. We need just to make sure that we finish our class. But yes, the class is ended, and you can hang up and go to the washroom. Have yourself a good night, Papa. I love you more.
I love you to the moon and back with that basketball you gave me.
All right.